Welcome to my channel Echoes of Coin. The 2019 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, holds both historical and collectible value. It continues the long-running design tradition of featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a portrait that has been in place since 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of his birth. On the obverse, Lincoln's right-facing bust is accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust" across the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the year of issue, 2019, positioned to the right. Below the year is the mint mark, which indicates the minting facility, whether Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. This design was originally created by Victor David Brenner and remains one of the most iconic portraits in U.S. coinage. The reverse side of the 2019 cent continues the Union Shield design, introduced in 2010. The shield has 13 vertical stripes representing the original states, joined together under a single horizontal bar symbolizing unity. A large banner with the inscription "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one," stretches across the shield. At the top of the coin is the word United States of America, and at the base is the denomination clearly written as 1 cent. This reverse design was created by Lyndall Bass and engraved by Joseph Mena, reflecting the enduring strength and unity of the nation. The composition of the 2019 Lincoln cent is primarily copper-plated zinc, with 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. The weight is 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a plain edge. This composition has been standard since 1982, replacing the earlier bronze cents. While most 2019 cents were produced for everyday circulation, proof and special versions were also struck for collectors, particularly at the San Francisco Mint. The Philadelphia Mint struck cents without a mint mark, the Denver Mint used a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins bearing the S mint mark. Collectors often seek high-grade examples, as well as error coins, which can be rare and valuable. Misstrikes, double dies, or other minting anomalies in the 2019 cent are of special interest to numismatists. In addition to its function as everyday currency, the 2019 1-cent coin represents over a century of American history, linking the legacy of Abraham Lincoln with a modern emblem of national unity. For collectors, it is an essential piece that continues the unbroken series of Lincoln cents, and for the general public, it remains a small yet enduring reminder of the nation's history, values, and traditions. The 2019 1-cent coin is part of the long and historic Lincoln cent series, which is the longest-running coin design in United States history. Since its introduction in 1909, the Lincoln cent has been a familiar coin in daily commerce, but it has also become a cornerstone of coin collecting in America. The 2019 issue continues this legacy, offering both ordinary circulation strikes and collectible editions for numismatists. On the obverse, the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, is a powerful reminder of leadership, freedom, and unity during one of the nation's most difficult periods. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this portrait first appeared in 1909 and has remained essentially unchanged for over a century, a rare feature in world coinage. The inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2019 emphasize the values and heritage tied to the coin. The mint mark, when present, gives important information about where the coin was produced. A D indicates the Denver Mint, an S represents the San Francisco Mint, and coins from the Philadelphia Mint are struck without a mint mark. The reverse of the 2019 cent features the Union Shield design, which was first introduced in 2010. This shield carries deep symbolism, representing strength and unity among the states. The 13 vertical stripes symbolize the original colonies, bound together under one horizontal bar representing the federal government. The motto "E pluribus unum" stretches across the shield on a banner, emphasizing the idea of one nation formed from many states. This design was created by artist Lyndall Bass and sculpted by engraver Joseph Mena, adding a modern artistic touch while still rooted in historic symbolism. In terms of physical properties, the 2019 1-cent coin is made of copper-plated zinc, with 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters with a smooth edge. This composition has been standard since 1982, when the U.S. Mint transitioned from primarily copper coins to save production costs. Despite its small size and low denomination, the cent remains one of the most widely produced coins, with billions of examples struck each year. For collectors, the 2019 1-cent coin offers several points of interest. In addition to circulation strikes, the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins with a highly polished, mirror-like finish, sold directly to collectors. The U.S. Mint also released special uncirculated and proof sets that included 2019 cents. Some rare error varieties, such as double die obverse coins or off-center strikes, have been reported for the year, and these attract higher value in the numismatic market. Coins graded in pristine condition by professional grading services, such as Mint State 67 or higher, are also highly sought after. The 2019 cent is more than just a coin for everyday transactions. It serves as a small but enduring reminder of America's history, leadership, and resilience. By featuring Abraham Lincoln, one of the most admired figures in U.S. history, alongside the Union Shield symbol, the coin connects the past with the present. It honors the sacrifices made for unity while continuing the longest and most collected coin series in the nation's history. The 2019 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in continuous production since 1909. This makes it one of the most recognizable and historically significant coins in American coinage. Every Lincoln cent carries not only monetary value but also historical weight, linking everyday commerce with the enduring memory of Abraham Lincoln and the ideals he represented. The 2019 issue is a continuation of this legacy, produced in massive numbers for circulation but also in special editions for collectors who seek high-quality or unique examples. On the obverse, the right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln remains the centerpiece. Designed more than a century earlier by Victor David Brenner, this portrait was revolutionary when first introduced, as it marked the first time a U.S. president was depicted on a circulating coin. Lincoln's image conveys dignity and strength, and its survival on the cent for over 110 years is a testament to its power and acceptance by the American people. Above Lincoln's head, the motto "In God We Trust" appears prominently, a phrase that was first added to U.S. coins during the Civil War era and has since become a central motto of American coinage. To the left, the simple word "liberty" underscores the foundational principle on which the nation was built. To the right, the date 2019 records the year of issue, and beneath it appears the mint mark, a small but essential identifier. Coins from the Denver Mint carry a D, proof coins from San Francisco display an S, while Philadelphia struck coins generally lack a mint mark. The reverse of the 2019 1-cent coin features the Union Shield, a design introduced in 2010 to replace the short-lived bicentennial Lincoln reverses of 2009. The Union Shield is a powerful image that captures the strength of the United States. The shield contains 13 vertical stripes, representing the 13 original colonies, bound together under a single horizontal bar symbolizing the federal government. A bold banner stretches across the shield with the Latin phrase "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one." This motto captures the idea of unity amid diversity, one of the central themes of American identity. At the top of the reverse is the inscription "United States of America," while the denomination 1 cent is written at the base. The shield reverse was designed by artist Lyndall Bass and engraved by Joseph Mena, adding both modern artistry and historical depth to the coin. Physically, the 2019 cent follows the same specifications as other modern cents. It weighs 2.5 grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and has a plain edge. The composition consists of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This has been the standard since 1982, when rising copper prices forced the mint to replace the traditional bronze alloy with a cost-effective zinc core. Although the exterior is plated with copper, giving it the same familiar appearance, the core is mostly zinc. This change means that modern cents, including the 2019 issue, are lighter and less expensive to produce compared to earlier bronze issues. The minting of the 2019 1-cent coin took place at multiple facilities, with billions of coins entering circulation. The Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint each contributed to production, though only San Francisco produced proof coins with mirror-like finishes for collectors. The Denver Mint used the D mint mark, while the San Francisco Mint used an S, and Philadelphia-issued coins were struck without a mint mark, following tradition. In addition to standard circulation strikes, the U.S. Mint issued special proof and uncirculated sets that included the 2019 cent, giving collectors the opportunity to obtain higher quality examples. From a numismatic perspective, the 2019 cent is not just an ordinary coin. Collectors value it for several reasons, including its place in the unbroken Lincoln cent series, its artistic symbolism, and the possibility of finding error coins. Error varieties such as double dies, off-center strikes, or misaligned dies are always of interest and can command significantly higher prices than regular issues. Even within circulation strikes, condition plays an important role. Coins that survive in pristine, high-grade mint state condition can attract collectors who focus on modern coinage. Professional grading services often assign designations like MS-67 or MS-68 to particularly well-preserved pieces, and these become highlights in modern cent collections. The 2019 1-cent coin also serves as an important educational tool. For students, hobbyists, and history enthusiasts, it connects present-day commerce with America's past. Every cent carries Lincoln's image, reminding Americans of his role in preserving the Union and ending slavery. At the same time, the Union shield on the reverse emphasizes the unity and strength of the United States, values that remain relevant in modern times. For this reason, the 2019 cent, like others in the series, is more than a simple monetary unit. It is a cultural artifact that reflects both history and national identity. Although worth just 1 cent in commerce, the coin's real value lies in what it represents. For everyday Americans, it is a familiar piece of change that passes through millions of hands. For collectors, it is part of a much larger story, connecting 1 year's issue to more than a century of tradition. The Lincoln cent has become the most collected coin in the United States, and the 2019 issue is an essential part of this lineage. Whether found in pocket change, a coin folder, or a proof set, the 2019 1-cent coin holds lasting significance. The 2021 cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln cent, continues the long-running and historic series that began in 1909. This coin represents both tradition and continuity, serving as one of the most recognizable and widely circulated coins in the United States. By 2020, the Lincoln cent had already surpassed more than 110 years in production, making it the longest-running coin design in American history. On the obverse, the coin features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the nation's 16th president, who is remembered for guiding the country through the Civil War and preserving the Union. The portrait, originally created by Victor David Brenner in 1909, is one of the most iconic designs in U.S. coinage. Surrounding Lincoln's profile are the inscriptions "In God We Trust" across the top, "Liberty" to the left of the portrait, and the date 2020 on the right side. Beneath the date appears the mint mark, which identifies where the coin was struck. Coins struck in Denver carry a D, those from San Francisco have an S, and Philadelphia-issued cents typically have no mint mark. The reverse of the 2020 cent carries the Union Shield design, first introduced in 2010 and still in use during this year. The shield has 13 vertical stripes, symbolizing the original colonies, joined together under a single horizontal bar that represents federal unity. A bold banner crosses the shield, inscribed with the motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. At the top of the reverse is the inscription United States of America, while at the bottom is the denomination 1 cent. This design by Lyndall Bass, sculpted by Joseph Mena, reflects both historical roots and modern symbolism, tying the coin to the theme of unity and strength. In terms of composition, the 2020 cent follows the same standard as other modern issues, being made of copper-plated zinc. The composition consists of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with the coin weighing 2.5 grams and measuring 19.05 millimeters in diameter. The edge of the coin is plain. This zinc-based composition has been in use since 1982, when rising copper costs made the traditional bronze alloy too expensive for mass production. While it maintains the appearance of earlier copper coins, the 2020 cent is lighter and less costly to produce. Billions of 1-cent coins were struck in 2020, as the cent remains the most widely produced denomination in the United States. The Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint all participated in its production. Philadelphia coins were issued without a mint mark, Denver coins with a D, and San Francisco coins with an S, typically appearing in proof sets intended for collectors. In addition to circulation strikes, the mint produced proof coins with highly polished fields and frosted designs, as well as uncirculated collector sets. From a collector's perspective, the 2020 cent holds value not only as part of the continuous Lincoln series, but also as a modern collectible. High-grade examples, especially those graded mint state 67 or higher, attract attention from numismatists who focus on modern coinage. Proof versions, particularly deep cameo strikes from San Francisco, are also sought after by collectors who appreciate their sharp detail and mirror-like finish. As with all coins, errors and varieties are of great interest. Examples such as double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks can make the 2020 cent more valuable than its face value. Although small in denomination, the 2021 cent coin reflects more than a century of American history. It continues to honor Abraham Lincoln, a figure remembered for leadership, equality, and national unity. At the same time, the Union Shield design reinforces the enduring theme of strength and unity among the states. For collectors, the 2020 cent is an essential part of the series, and for the general public, it remains a familiar symbol of U.S. currency. The 2021 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, represents a continuation of one of the most important traditions in U.S. coinage. Since its first issue in 1909, the Lincoln cent has become the longest-running coin design in American history and one of the most widely collected coins in the world. The year 2020 marked the 111th year of uninterrupted production, further cementing its place as a permanent part of U.S. culture and currency. Despite its small value, the cent carries deep symbolism and a strong historical legacy. On the obverse, the coin bears the enduring image of Abraham Lincoln. This portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner more than a century ago, was the first instance of a U.S. president being featured on a circulating coin. The right-facing bust of Lincoln conveys strength, wisdom, and dignity, serving as a tribute to his leadership during one of the nation's darkest times. Above the portrait, the national motto, "In God We Trust," is boldly inscribed, a reminder of faith and resilience. To the left appears the word liberty, while to the right of the bust is the date, 2020, identifying the year of issue. Directly below the date is the mint mark, showing where the coin was produced. A D represents Denver, an S indicates San Francisco proof issues, while Philadelphia coins are traditionally struck without a mint mark. The reverse of the coin features the Union Shield, an emblem introduced in 2010 and continuing through 2020. The design is filled with meaning. The 13 vertical stripes at the center represent the original colonies, joined together into one shield under a horizontal bar that symbolizes the federal government. A large banner stretches across the shield, inscribed with the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, which translates to out of many, one. At the top, the legend United States of America is displayed, while the bottom carries the denomination 1 cent. This artwork was created by artist Lyndall Bass and engraved by sculptor Joseph Mena, merging modern artistry with traditional symbolism. The shield highlights the nation's unity and strength, ideals that Lincoln himself fought to preserve. The physical composition of the 2021 cent coin is consistent with other modern issues. The coin is struck from copper-plated zinc, consisting of 97.5% zinc with 2.5% copper plating. This composition has been standard since 1982, when rising copper costs led the mint to switch from the older bronze alloy. The coin has a weight of 2.5 grams, a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and a plain edge. Although outwardly similar to older bronze cents, modern zinc-based cents are lighter and less expensive to produce. In 2020, billions of Lincoln cents were struck for circulation, reaffirming its role as the most widely produced U.S. coin. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced the bulk of circulation strikes, while the San Francisco Mint focused on proof coins for collectors. Proof versions, struck with specially prepared dies and polished blanks, display mirror-like fields and frosted details, making them highly attractive to numismatists. In addition to standard proof sets, the U.S. Mint also offered uncirculated coin sets and special collector products that included the 2020 cent. For collectors, the 2020 Lincoln cent is more than just common change. While billions entered circulation, high-grade examples are valued for their sharp detail and pristine condition. Coins graded mint state 67 or higher are relatively scarce and command premium interest. Proof coins, particularly those with deep cameo contrast, are prized for their beauty and quality. Additionally, error coins from 2020 are of significant interest in the numismatic community. Collectors actively search for varieties such as double die obverse coins, off-center strikes, misaligned dies, or die cracks, all of which can increase the coin's value far beyond its 1-cent denomination. Beyond its physical form, the 2021 cent coin serves as a symbol of continuity in American history. Lincoln's portrait connects modern Americans with the legacy of a leader who preserved the Union and abolished slavery. The Union shield on the reverse reinforces the idea of strength through unity, a message that has remained relevant throughout the nation's history. Even though inflation has greatly reduced the coin's purchasing power, the cent continues to play a role in commerce and remains an essential part of American culture. For children and beginner collectors, the Lincoln cent is often the first coin they collect, introducing them to the wider world of numismatics. Thus, the 2021 cent coin is far more than a simple monetary tool. It is a continuation of a century-long tradition, a miniature monument to one of America's greatest presidents, and a reminder of unity, history, and national strength. Whether found in pocket change, tucked into a coin album, or preserved in a proof set, the 2020 Lincoln cent stands as both a common coin and a timeless piece of American heritage. The 2021 cent coin is one of the most interesting issues in the Lincoln cent series, not because of dramatic design changes, but because of what it represents. The endurance of a coin that has been in circulation for more than a century. By 2020, the Lincoln cent had been produced for 111 consecutive years, making it the longest-running coin design in United States history. While its face value is only 1 cent, its importance in American culture, history, and numismatics far outweighs its purchasing power. The obverse of the coin features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This image was first created in 1909 by Victor David Brenner, chosen to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. At the time, it was groundbreaking, as it was the very first time a U.S. president had appeared on a circulating coin. Over the decades, Brenner's portrait has become iconic, remaining virtually unchanged for more than a century. On the 2020 cent, Lincoln's portrait is accompanied by several inscriptions. Above his head is the national motto, "In God We Trust," a phrase that has appeared on U.S. coins since the Civil War era. To the left of Lincoln's profile is the word liberty, and to the right is the date, 2020. Below the date appears the mint mark, indicating the facility where the coin was produced. Coins from Denver carry a D, proof coins from San Francisco display an S, while coins from Philadelphia are typically struck without a mint mark. The reverse of the 2020 cent features the Union Shield design, which was first introduced in 2010. The shield symbolizes unity and national strength, key themes tied to Lincoln's presidency. The design includes 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies, bound together by a single horizontal bar that represents the federal government. Across the shield stretches a banner with the motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. This phrase highlights the idea of unity within diversity, which has been central to the United States since its founding. At the top of the reverse is the inscription United States of America, while at the bottom appears the denomination 1 cent. This design was created by artist Lyndall Bass and engraved by sculptor Joseph Mena, blending historic symbolism with a clean, modern style. From a physical standpoint, the 2020 cent is identical in size, weight, and composition to other modern issues. It weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and a plain edge. The coin is made of copper-plated zinc, with a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This copper plating gives the coin its familiar reddish appearance, while the zinc core makes production far less expensive. The U.S. Mint switched to this composition in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper, which had made the older bronze cents too costly to manufacture. Although visually similar to the earlier coins, zinc-based cents such as the 2020 issue are lighter and cheaper to produce. The 2020 cent was struck in huge numbers at multiple mints. The Philadelphia Mint and Denver Mint produced billions of coins for general circulation, while the San Francisco Mint focused on proof coins, struck in smaller numbers and sold directly to collectors. Proof coins are produced using specially polished dies and planchets, giving them mirror-like surfaces and frosted design details. These coins are considered the highest quality strikes and are very popular among collectors. In addition to proof coins, the Mint also offered uncirculated coins and collector sets featuring the 2020 cent for collectors. The 2021 cent coin presents several areas of interest. Because so many were produced, circulation strikes are common, but high-grade examples, especially those graded mint state 67 or higher, can be difficult to find and are valued accordingly. Proof coins, particularly those with strong cameo contrast, are also desirable. Another area of collector excitement comes from minting errors and varieties. Double die obverse coins, off-center strikes, misaligned dies, or die breaks can all result in unusual variations that increase the coin's rarity and value. Collectors often search rolls of 2020 cents looking for such varieties, as they can turn a simple 1-cent coin into a valuable numismatic treasure. The 2020 cent also carries cultural and historical meaning. Although inflation has eroded the purchasing power of the cent, making it worth less than at any point in its history, the coin remains a staple in U.S. commerce. For many Americans, it is their first introduction to money, often given to children as pocket change or saved in jars.